Hey everyone, and welcome to today's session, Sales Made Simple. If you're an entrepreneur in health and well-being, or wellness practitioner, or anyone who runs a health and well-being business, you are in sales. I often ask this question at networking events, who is in sales? And women shy away from raising their hand. And I call this the ABS symptom, anything but sales. The truth is that when you're in business, you are in sales and you need to have sales to generate clients and to have a working, running business, not just a hobby. So today's session is very short and really kind of highlights the key components that women often misunderstand about sales when it comes to sales. And I call it the sales shift that smart women were never taught. Because the truth is that you are expert in your field. You have worked so hard to gain your qualifications. You've worked hard to gain the reputation, to get the experience, and you're skilled. But often that skill needs the tool to translate into clients, and sales, being able to understand how sales work, is that tool. And I have been in this field for several years now, and I realized that it's not about making it complex and making it jargon filled. I try to make sales simple so women understand first and foremost where they're stuck, why things are not working, maybe why they're busy or their business feels busy, but they're not getting paid yet that level of revenue they want, or they're not getting the consistency of clients. And it goes back to sales. So let's dive in. If sales feels hard, if you, when you think about sales, feel cringy, salesy, it's not you, it feels, gives you this feeling of draining and it's inconsistent, you are not alone. Often, this is just a sign that you've never been shown or taught how sales should be. And often, the sales are being sold the wrong way. They sold as a belief that selling is you need to be super confident. You need to just be that person. You need to have the personality, or you just need to be good at it. Well, that's not true. That's not true, because anybody can become good at sales, and there is a secret system how you get to that. But let's dive in that why. Why does it feel hard to master sales? If sales feels hard personally, is simply because you are just looking at it from that personal perspective, and you're thinking, sales is a thing that it's just something that you've got to go and get or acquire a certain trade. What's missing in that belief is that sales is an inside thing, meaning that sales is not something that you need to go and master and get another qualification and it's an external thing to your business. No, sales in itself sits within your business structure. So sales is part of your business. When you understand how important that is, you stop seeing as sales that's something on the outside you need to suddenly master or become, and that's a process. It's a simple structure that gets implemented in your business. So sales is an inside thing. And what does that mean is when your sales are structured within the way how your business is working, the business model, sales work when it sits in that business model. And that's part of your structure, the sequence, and how your business is supported. It supports that growth. The truth is that often we misunderstand our expertise. We focus on, okay, if we are expert, if we gain the qualifications, that will equal sales. We automatically assume that the more qualified we are, the more sales we'll be able to do. And this is where women are so feeling stuck often, because they end up chasing the qualifications as a proof of credibility, as a proof of wanting to stand out with qualifications and certifications. And often that's a trap, because it keeps you in that skilled but stuck trap, because it's not more of the same skills that you need. You're already qualified, you're already experienced. Is the tool that helps you translate those skills and expertise into sales, into clients, and that tool needs to sit in, that structure needs to sit in within your business, not something that is an add-on that you need to get or master. So expertise and credentials is really important to look at it. It's not automatically, it doesn't automatically translate to sales and clients. Equally as posting more, being visible doesn't automatically give you the conversions and the clients you want. So what works then? Because this is the truth here, that people don't buy solutions, offers, events, or retreats. If you are posting about your program, you're selling your program, you're selling your offer, you're selling an event or retreat, and you're wondering, why are people not buying? I keep posting, I keep sharing, I keep promoting it, and it's not selling. Well, this is why 95% of people, your ideal clients or your market, people out there, are stuck in symptom awareness. So basically, they are stuck in that pain, struggle they're experiencing. So they're aware of their symptoms. And only 5% of them are at that point where they've figured out what is it that exactly they need to do. Think about maybe someone who is stuck with a certain belief about their weight, and they keep trying to maybe lose weight, but they are just they're not getting the results they want because they're just aware of the symptoms. They're not aware of the solution yet. And by you trying to promote your weight loss program, your retreat, your event, or your product, they don't know that that's what they need. They're stuck in just being aware of their painful symptoms. And this makes sense when you think of sales as being part of your structure, part of your offer, part of your system and structure in your business. But the key here to remember is that if you're marketing, if you're promoting and trying to sell directly your solution, your offer, your program, or your event, you are just trying to reach to 5% rather than aligning your sales processes to the 95%. And here's a little bit of research and study done by Google and many companies that have really dived into the sales psychology to understand what does it really take, does it take to get someone who is new to your world, a new potential client, to get to know, like, and trust you, because we know that people buy when they trust, they buy when they have taken the time to get to know, like, and trust you, right? So the study that they've done shows that it takes around 7 hours of someone being around you, in touch with you, maybe consuming your content, reading something that you've been posting, or watching a video, reading a book, a blog, or speaking to you. So it takes around 7 hours. It also takes around 11 touch points, so not usually in one go. They need to build that trust over time. 11 touch points, and often over 4 platforms. So it might be meeting in person, watching online like you're watching now, and or maybe having a one-to-one conversation, maybe buying your book, or consuming anything of your thought leadership, of your content out there. 7 hours, 11 touch points, 4 different platforms, meaning could be a book, could be an event, could be a workshop, could be anything that you have put out there as intellectual property, as a solution, or as a content. So they need that time frame to build that trust to become a client. And when you think of the previous statement of the 95% of people are problem aware, so it makes sense because they're symptom aware and problem aware, they're not solution aware. So it takes this much times, around 7 hours, 11 touch points, 4 different platforms, for you to move people from where they are stuck in their symptoms and problem awareness to get them to have the aha moment, change of belief, to have that solution aware, and to build that trust so they can choose you and they decide to buy from you. So this is what people are missing when they try to make sales, and they have that big missing part of the 7-Eleven for they have the missing sales process inbuilt in their business to facilitate the 7-Eleven for the warming up of the clients, with the taking them on that journey of know, like, and trust. What often happens, someone will just create an offer and will start promoting that. I see this in hundreds of Facebook groups. I see this online. I see this everywhere. One offer or multiple offers. There's no warm up. There is no what I call stabilizer. It's just trying to promote the solution. In which way you're only trying to target 5% of the people. So that's not a sales problem. You don't have a sales problem. You don't have a confidence problem. You simply have a sales design problem. The way sales sits in your business is not designed to attract clients to you. It's not designed to drive sales. And the truth is that businesses scale in sequence, in patterns. So everything has to be cohesively connected in a system to make sense to you and to your potential clients. When you have that cohesiveness, when you have the connection, you'll stop chasing clients. Sales stop feeling personal, a heavy burden or salesy, cringy thing that you need to stretch yourself to do. It starts feeling predictable. It starts generating those results and clients that you want to have. You stop chasing clients, you start attracting them because you have that cohesive pathway journey, client journey, and you stop guessing. You just know that you have that system in built in your business. This isn't about learning more sales. This is about building the structure, and also this is the work, as I like saying, behind your work that makes it work. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it beneficial, like the comment, like the video, stay on my YouTube channel. There's more coming, and I also want to invite you for my upcoming deep dive masterclass business workshop on this specific topic, where we're gonna go deeper behind the scenes of how do you build that system to make your business work, to stop chasing clients and start attracting more of your ideal clients.